I love being in this space. Man.
Yeah. So good to be here.
I haven't been here in a few weeks. It's terrible.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I am Chuck Rogers, a licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And together we are Tabletop Coffee.
Yeah, where we are bold and never, ever bitter.
Never bitter. And tonight we continue with our salute to minimalism. Part 5, I think we're doing, right?
Yeah, part 5, and we're keeping up with the Tim Taylor thing.
Maybe Tim has a patent on that.
No, he can't patent that.
He would like us anyway.
Yeah, he would.
We're going to talk about why do I hold on to my stuff?
Yeah.
Why is it hard for me to get rid of my stuff?
Yeah, why do I keep stuff on top of stuff or stuff behind stuff?
Stay tuned, we'll talk about it. Recently I had someone to share this story with me, and it kind of ripped at my heart as I was talking with them about it.
Okay.
This person was telling me this story about how his father had created this thing for him as a kid.
Right.
And it was kind of elaborate, kind of a little community that he had built with a train track, and a little bit of a racetrack with it. And it was rather sizable, not massive, but rather sizable.
Yeah.
And he said, I would love to set this up in my house. I even know right where it needs to go.
Okay.
But he couldn't put it there. You know why?
No, I have no idea why.
Because there was too much stuff in the corner.
Too much stuff in the corner where he was going to place it, or too much? Oh, my.
Yeah, so there was no room in his house to display this thing that was very, very meaningful for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we always talk about dream and fear. He had the dream of where he wanted it to go. He had the dream of what it would look like.
Yeah.
He had the dream of maybe, I think, other people coming in and using it, other kids, playing with it and so forth. So it was a great dream, but the dream is in conflict because he can't put it there because there's stuff.
Oh.
And there's stuff throughout the rest of the house, too.
Yeah, that's right. Now, okay, so to add to that, so when we were emptying my dad's attic, okay, he had this really big house, and the attic was one of these attics that you could actually walk in and stand fully up in this attic. It could have been this, a fourth floor of the house. And there was so much stuff in there. Yeah. It was amazing. Green fuzz from 30 years ago.
Right.
He even had like a 30 or 40 foot screw because he was planning on putting an elevator in the house. So there's this big, huge screw thing up in the attic. And it's amazing to see that with people. And why do they do it? Why do we do that?
Well, I think I have an answer. I'm not going to say it's the answer, but I think it's an answer, and maybe it's most of the reason.
Right.
We go from using our stuff to forming a relationship with it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
I mean, it's like with people who are using too much alcohol or using illegal drugs. They go from using the drug to forming a relationship with the drug. Because you and I talk a lot about friendship. What are some of the ingredients of friendship?
Friendship, trust.
There you go. Oh, and we didn't rehearse that.
No, we didn't rehearse it. I mean, that's what it's all built on.
There's lots of ingredients in friendship, but trust is the number one thing.
Right.
And when you begin to drink too much alcohol, use drugs, you develop a trust level with your drug because it will never let you down.
Right.
There's never a time that you pick up a joint or pick up a container of alcohol that it will let you down. You know what it's going to do for you. You know about how long it's going to do
what it's going
to do for you. You even know the outcome of how you're going to feel after a while.
Yeah.
So you develop a trust level with it because it's there for you.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And the same principle, I think, applies to our stuff.
Right.
We develop a relationship with our stuff. We don't just use it. We form a relationship with it. And instead of us owning it, it owns us instead. Okay. So if you can't just get rid of stuff because you trust your stuff and you have a relationship with your stuff and you have a friendship with your stuff. So it's not just getting rid of things, it's getting rid of friendship.
Okay. So talking about that, to put a cap on this, how do you break that? What is the step or what should be done in order to break that bond with these things that you haven't seen in 20 or 30 years and get rid of it.
There's a lot of things that you can do, lots of dominoes that you can tip, but I think one of the keys is that you have to develop other friendships, really, really rich relationships, and then let those people know about your plight so that they can assist you to do the really hard work
to break away,
break free. So I think a lot of times people either don't have friendships or they do have them, but they don't let their friends know about the problem that they're having.
Right, that makes sense.
Of their addiction to their stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's hard to come out of the shell.
It really is. And this person that we were talking about, this guy, he's in true catch-22 because I have this place where I want to display this meaningful thing, but I can't get rid of this stuff. So I can't display it. But I can't get rid of the stuff because I have a relationship with it. So
it's tough.
You just stay.
Yeah, you're locked in.
Hey, I hope this conversation was meaningful for you. If it was, go ahead and leave some comments down below about maybe your experiences, about places where you're stuck, or other ways maybe that you have found to be able to break this addictive hold that stuff has upon you.
Yeah, absolutely. Be sure and click that subscribe button as well, and ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming episodes.
Make sure to like it too. We'd appreciate that.
Yep. Until next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, so Dad's attic really was crazy. He had this huge Pepsi stand that Steve had when he worked at Revco back in, I don't even know when it would have been, 79, 80. And on that Pepsi stand, there was an 8-track tape player with a Jim Stafford 8-track tape. Now, I don't know if you know who Jim Stafford is.
I know who Jim Stafford is.
I don't like spiders and snakes. You remember that song?
I've heard it.
Oh, okay. So anyway, that was so many memories. But what are you going to do with an 8-track tape?
And a 20-foot screw?
And a 20-foot screw. 20, 30-foot screw. I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was fun.